In today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to source at Ross, all right, at Ross Shop for Less, one of the best stores to do retail arbitrage, in my opinion. And today is going to be a great video because Ross is the store that I use to go from $0 to $20,000 a month, basically with retail arbitrage, all right? I sourced a lot at Ross, and Ross was the only store that I used to source doing retail arbitrage. I'm going to tell you exactly everything that I know about Ross, which is pretty much everything that you need to know, all right? You can make a lot of money with retail arbitrage. The only thing that is going to limit you is the number of available items that are profitable and the amount of money that you have in your pocket, all right? With sourcing at Ross, you can easily reach on average, like if you work if you do all the stores in your area, you can easily reach, you do not need to do it every single day, but you can reach $300, $300 to $400 in spend on average a day, which is $2,100 a week, because you need to understand that if you go to stores every single week, you're going to get all the profitable products if you reach a certain point. And so yes, the first time that you are going to go, maybe you're going to be able to find a lot of product, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, who knows, 5,000. Maybe, you know, when you hit a store for the first time, you may find like $2,000 of things to spend in just one store. But like it's going to change if you start going every single week. And do not think it's saturated, because there's a lot of money to be made. I live in Miami, and in Miami I was able to spend a lot of money at Ross, all right? People are not going to find all the items, and most people do not scan the whole store. So before we start, 2 links in the description. First link, one-on-one coaching. If you want to scale your Amazon business, you need help from someone that has done it in the past, book a call, link in the description. You can look at my availability. I'll take you by the end to reach your goals, all right? Second link that you're going to find is for the Discord server. If you want to grow, you need to build a network. Best way to do it, join the Discord server. Let's talk, just be active, ask questions, answer people questions, and soon enough, you'll find new friends that you will be able to network with, all right? So let's start. The first thing that you actually need to understand is that at Ross, everything is potentially profitable, all right? But you need to have a map of, you pretty much need to know every single section that have every single aisle. And I'm going to list them to you, and I'm going to tell you which one are good. But before we do this, you need to understand that you are going to need to scan a lot of products, all right? If you want to build the knowledge. You are not going to need to scan every single product in the store every time that you go inside of Ross. But when you start, you are going to need to scan every single product in an aisle to be able to build that knowledge. Because once you go once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, if you hit 4 or 5 stores in the same day, the first store that you're going to hit, and if you do it every single week, you will not need to do this every week, but the first store that you're going to hit, yes, you're going to need to scan every single thing to start building knowledge, all right? And I'm going to tell you which category to actually start scanning first in at Ross, all right? Because I know that it can be overwhelming. You're going to enter, it's going to be huge, there's going to be clothing everywhere, and so you should not go and act dumb and start scanning everything. You need to do it in a specific order, and I'm going to tell you which order it is, all right? But the 2 reasons why you would not take a product is either because a product is too expensive, so it's not profitable, and the more you scan it, and you'll start remembering the products. If you see some tennis balls and you see the same tennis balls at every store, you will pretty much know the price. You will know that this pack of tennis ball is selling for $7.99. It's too expensive and you need it to be under $5. You'll start knowing this stuff the more you see those products, all right? And so you need to remember this, because whenever they go on sale, if you see them once for $5, you are going to recognize that. First, there's going to be the clearance sticker on it, which is like a little pink, and you're going to realize that, hey, it's on clearance, let's check it again, maybe it's profitable at this price. And so sometimes you'll have good surprise, because prices are not the same all the time, clearance are not the same at all these stores, right? So if you do not take a product, it's either because it's too expensive or it's not showing on Amazon, right? And so when it's not showing, sometimes you can enter it manually, but like most of the time, if you are just starting, just scan everything. And so whenever you will start entering stuff manually when you have been going to the store a lot, and you pretty much know all the products, and you see new products that catch your eyes that you think may actually be on Amazon, and so it is going to be worth it to actually check it at that time. But if you are just starting, it's not going to be worth it, because you're going to just manually check everything. And so do not do this, because there's a lot of products that are scannable and that you're going to find. All right, so I'm going to tell you about the easy ales, the ales that you should check first, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. The easy ales to check, the first one is going to be the toys ales, all right? You're not going to find a ton of profit in toys all the time. Really depends on the time of the year. Really depends on, whatever. And also, I forgot to tell you, this is really, really important. This is something that you need to know. Ross, they do the restocking, like they restock ales, like when they do, I think they restock ales pretty much every single day, but when they do the big restocking, when they have all the inventory coming in, is on Tuesday, all right? So if you go at Ross on Tuesday morning, this is when the new inventory is gonna come in store, right? So if you notice, try to schedule on Tuesday. Tuesday should be your day to do retail arbitrage, all right? This is the day that you should absolutely go to the best store in your area, for the best Ross store, to actually make a lot of money, because this is when all the new inventory is going to come, all right? So first of all, you're going to be way before the price tank up, so you're going to get the inventory on Tuesday. You need to send it by Wednesday, all right? Wednesday morning, the boxes need to be out of your house, all right? So this is what you absolutely need to source. If you source at Ross, you absolutely need to source on Tuesday. You can source all week around, but like Tuesday is going to be the best day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Tuesday is going to be the best day, all right? Because you're going to have the new products in the ales. You can literally see them coming with the huge cart, and you can directly check the cart before the stuff actually goes into the into the ales, all right? The cart or the big boxes that they carry around. This is like, you're going to find great products on Tuesday, and you can empty stores and like get stuff on your competition. You also need to know that some stores receive some inventory way before other stores. So you need to figure that out by scanning, not scanning, but by going to all the Ross in your area. For example, in Miami, the Ross at Dolphin Mall there's two Ross at Dolphin Mall, and it seems like they were getting inventory like in advance. Like if some stuff was going on at that Ross, like let's say they have some stuff this week, new products and stuff, like usually I know that the one on South Beach will not have those products like for 2 weeks probably, because they seem to receive new inventory before the other stores. So you also need to understand this. But let's go back to the ales, all right? So the first ale that you absolutely need to start to get to know is the toys ale. Why? Because in the toys ale, you're going to have like, at most, you're going to have 2 ales, sometimes 2.5 ales of products, and they are bulky, all right? It's bulky products, so it's not like clothes. We're going to talk about clothes. You can make a lot of money with clothing at Ross, but it's a little bit more tricky, all right? With toys, you can build the knowledge. Like you can go to 1-2 stores, you can already build the knowledge, and you can pretty much have a mental picture of whatever they have in the toy ale at Ross at any time, all right? Because the products are bulky. If you really look for it, there's not too many SKU, and if you know, there's not too many SKU, and so you can clearly build a mental picture of everything that there's for sale in the toys ale at Ross. In the toys ale, there's going to be a few brands. You need to know the big brands, you know, and there's new brands coming every single time. So anything that is Fortnite, check it in advance. Anything that's Lego, usually Lego stuff at Ross is not profitable. But you know, Fortnite, Paw Patrol. What other brands? Anything that is a big IPs, you know, like Mario. Roblox. Sometimes you find great Roblox stuff, all right? So one time I found an item for $3. It was $3 something, and I resold it on Amazon for like $50 something. It was a great product. Sometimes you find these home runs, but not all the time. But yeah, Roblox stuff, like usually the huge bulky stuff is not going to be profitable, but like the smaller stuff is going to be. Nerf. There's great Nerf products at Ross in the toys ale. The Fortnite llamas. If you've seen my video, one of the first shorts that I actually recorded on this channel, that I actually posted, I'm sorry, I found a huge llama, and I made a lot of money with those llamas, and I'm pretty sure that they still sold. They have smaller one, they have huge one. And you can make a ton of money whenever they're on sale. You can usually get the small ones for $4.99 and resell them for like in between $15 to $20, depending on which one it is. Like there's multiple colors, there are multiple stuff inside, and those you need to enter it manually. It's not going to shop if you scan them. But yeah, But anything that's Fortnite, all those big, but you will soon find if you check it every time that you go, I would actually start being proficient in the toys category, in the toys ale, by scanning the toys ale every single time, and because this is one of the easiest ale to actually build knowledge. All right. The second ale that is great is the beauty ale. The beauty ale, same thing. You're going to need to scan a lot of stuff. The clinic stuff, however, you're going to see a lot of clinic stuff at Ross, not only at Ross but at Marshalls, at TJ Maxx. The clinic stuff at those stores is always going to be too expensive. All right. People do not source, because you're going to find, if you actually, when I was doing retail arbitrage, I used to look at people's storefront that were on my listings, just to see, just to pretty much figure out. This is one thing that you can do as well. If you source at Ross, look at your competitor's storefront, and you're going to be able to see what they actually find. By competitors, I mean people that are in the same listings as you. And so you're going to be able to build some knowledge as well of products. Some products are going to start catching your eyes, right? And I used to see people like selling a lot of clinic stuff, and I did not understand. But people do not source clinic at Ross, at TJ Maxx, and at Marshalls, right? Clinic is going to be online. I've never found a way to actually find clinic products profitably doing retail arbitrage, right? And it bugged me so much because I did not understand. But clinic is online, all right? All the clinic stuff, you can skip it. But there's going to be some opportunities in beauty. Same thing, not too much SKU. It's going to be 1-2 ales inside Ross stores, and so it's pretty good, fast to actually go through. And same thing, products are going to catch your eyes. You go 2 times, 3 times in 2-3 different stores, products are going to start catching your eyes. Next category, grocery. Grocery at Ross is an okay category. It's not great, but like sometimes there's products that usually there's a lot of them, and I'm thinking about specifically about spices. They have spices. I forgot the name of the brand. It's like a white label, and it's glass bottle. Those sell for $2 something, and I'm giving you all the leads, all right? So you do not even need to build a knowledge. You can go straight for those products. What I'm doing is actually crazy, all right? I'm making it so easy for you. Just go in the grocery category, look at in the grocery ale, look at those spices, and there's a white label, and then the cap, and there's a small line on the label as well that is a specific color depending on which spice it is. These usually sell for $2 something. Sometimes they go on sale for $1.99. A lot of them are profitable. I think one is called the seafood whatever. I know the lemon pepper is not profitable. There's another one for steak that is profitable, and you just need to check all the flavors. Usually they register when you scan them. You're going to be able to find them. It's just a pain to remove the labels on them, but they are profitable. All right, that's the grocery category. Then there's going to be a few other stuff, but like I do not like grocery too much because of the expiration date and having to check the expiration date all the time. But yeah, you can make some money with the grocery category at Ross. All right, another great category is going to be men's underwear. There's going to be some sort of bin in every store. It's not really bins, but like some sort of, it's not really bookshelves, but it kind of looks like bookshelf, and there's going to be 3 levels of men's underwear. There's always great opportunity with men's underwears at Ross. You want to look for Nike stuff, Columbia stuff, sometimes Under Armour stuff, I believe, Adidas stuff, and just scan it a few times, and you'll start your eyes are going to start catching the stuff that is good. I need to tell you once again, if you go in the middle of the week and you do not find shit, probably someone came before you, so it does not mean that the store is trash. You just need to come at a better time. There's stuff that is Ralph Lauren. I was never engaged in Ralph Lauren when I was doing retail arbitrage, so I never actually tried, but I think some stuff is actually profitable in the men's underwear. But yeah, and sometimes you need to remember, sometimes there's going to be, and I forgot the name of those underwear, and I sold a shit ton of them. It's they come in a white packaging, and it's a single packaging. It's just one. They have colorful. I forgot the name of the brand. And sometimes there's stuff like this that is going to hit the stores like in big waves, and then disappear totally, and there's not going to be any of them anymore. And it was the case for these, and I used to buy a lot of them whenever they came. Like every single week I used to buy like hundreds of units, and I forgot the name of the brand. They come in white packaging. It's colorful underwear, colorful boxers. I forgot the name of the brand. A lot of people wear them. I do not like it. It's like nylon, stuff like that. I do not like it personally, but it used to make a lot of money. So yeah, you need to check for those brands. Ads, all right. Next ale, the ad ale. Ads are going to be good sometimes, and not a crazy good category. Not as good as underwear, for me are the toys. It's gonna be like pretty much like the toys, a little bit less than toys. Sometimes we're gonna find great stuff, but ads tend to tank way faster if stuff is in stock a lot and do not sell fast enough. But you're gonna find some stuff. You're certainly gonna find some stuff, but usually lower return on investments. The next category that is a great category is gonna be sports accessory. They have a whole aisle of sport accessories, and so you're gonna find a lot of what is it called? Shin guards for soccer, goalkeeper gloves. A lot of stuff like this. You go to this specific aisle and start scanning everything. This aisle is not too big, and usually there's a lot of good profit in those aisles, right? Scan everything, every Nike product, every Adidas product, and you're gonna find some great profit in those aisles. But I would put this aisle, if you want to start looking at aisles, I would put this aisle actually above the beauty aisle, because I think toys and sports accessories are the easiest aisles to actually start knowing. All right, if you actually start scanning everything. Backpack are good, especially when it's back to school. It's not necessarily going to be good right now, but you just need to remember this. They put more aisles for backpack whenever it's back to school, and depend on the year, because the first year I did it, it was actually amazing. Second year was not that good. But yeah, you can make a lot of money. You just need to remember to have some extra large poly bags, just to be able to poly bag them, because you need to poly bag them. Sometimes you find some niche backpack brand, not niche, but like brands that are not that common. It's going to be like Kipling's, stuff like this, that actually make a lot of money, a great return on investment. All right, and the next aisle that is actually an easy aisle and that you can make a lot of money is the water bottle aisle. All right, so they have aisles of water bottle, refillable water bottle, Nike, also water bottle for kids. Scan them all, all right? And for those who want to enter the name also manually, sometimes there's swell bottles sometimes that you can make a lot of money on. Nike, all those brands, like check the water bottle aisle. You can make a lot of money on that aisle. A few aisles that you actually want to skip, and I'm going to tell you about some more aisles that you actually want to scan, but a few aisles that you actually want to skip are car accessories. All right, car accessories, there's an aisle that anything for automotive accessory, automotive products, stuff like this. Sometimes you're gonna find some stuff, but it's super rare. Most of the time it's a lot of bullshit. There's the pet ale sometimes is good, but like most of the time it's not super good. But you can find some stuff. But the car, because I forgot to list, I have a list of ales and I forgot to put the pet ales, and I remember this. You can check it out. You can check the pet treats, the dog treats, cat treats, stuff like this. You're gonna find some stuff sometimes. But yeah, the automotive ale, it's trash, right? I think I only found one product over there. It was a great product, by the way, but like most of the time I'm not gonna find shit. I only found it once because just it catch my eyes and I scanned it because I never saw it. And it was a great product, but it was not in a huge quantity. But like most of the time, you're not going to find shit in that. The electronics ales, all right? So anything that is keyboard, all that stuff, bullshit. Luggage, bullshit. Skip it. You're not going to ship luggage anyway, all right? And next one is going to be shoes. Shoes are not going to be worth it because they are not boxed. We are going to talk about a little bit about an exception. Shoes, you're not going to look at them except if you actually sell on eBay. But if you go to the shoe aisle, look for Crocs and look for slides, all right? And especially a category that is really underrated is kids slides, all right? There's brands like Joybees, I forgot the name of the brands, brands that nobody knows that actually sell super fast, and maybe parents knows. I don't know. It's like fake Crocs, all right? They sell super fast. I made a shit ton of money with those. So yeah, if you look at shoes, look at these things, look at slides. Kids slides can make a lot of money. Men's slides, women's slides, they make a lot of money, and sometimes they have Crocs, and like I think I have some pictures. I'll post them one day in the community tab. I had like a cart full of Crocs from Ross, and I made a ton of money on those. So you want to check those. As I said, kids underrated. And now I'm gonna talk about two. Before we actually start talking about clothing, I'm gonna talk about two sections that are actually a little bit tricky, but that can make good money. The first one is gonna be swimsuit for women. They have performance swimsuit like Nike, Speedo, all that stuff. You want to scan them all, but the tricky thing is that, since I had a lot of money to spend, I used to check everything. I did not even check variation. And I was just picking up everything because like when you scan in store, it's a pain to actually look for variation, right? But with performance swimsuit, you can make a shit ton of money because the return on investment is going to be great. The only thing is that if you do not go for performance swimsuit but just for regular swimsuit, so the return on investment is going to be approximately 20%. So I'm talking about brands like, you're going to see brands like La Blanca, which make a shit ton of money, a shit ton of profit, but the return is huge. Like there's going to be like, your return rate is going to be around 20% on those. So you could still buy them all and you would still turn a profit on those, especially right now. You can probably buy a lot right now because it's not the summer and so the prices are going to be even lower. But yeah, swimsuits, if you really want to make it easy for you, just stick with performance swimsuits. You're going to make a shit ton of money on those. You do not even have to check variation because the return on investment is going to be 100, 200%, sometimes 300 to 400%. So because you get them so cheap, and especially when they are in clearance. So I would just get everything of those, just stock up on those and just stock them, let them send them FBA. And then wait for them to sell because they are gonna make you a shit ton of money. The Nike performance swimsuit, the Speedo performance swimsuit, all those are gonna make a lot of money. All right. The next section that is going to be a little bit tricky for the same reason, not the same reason, but the main reason is variation because there's a ton of size. Is the women bra section. All right. If you're a man, it's a little bit weird to go scan, but my girl used to scan them. And I used to not go to that section. I'll let her do this, but like there's a lot. You're gonna find a lot of profitable bras for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's super easy to find profitable bras. Scan every single thing, same thing. Stuff is gonna catch your eyes, and the only thing is that it can catch your eyes, but it needs to be the good size. If it's the exact same model, it cannot be profitable. But like you'll start recognize brands like Cloud9. I forgot the name of the other brand because I haven't sold bras for a long time. But a quick tip, you can also make a lot of money by selling bras from Kohl's, by selling bras from, if you do online arbitrage, by selling bras from Macy's and from another website, I forgot the name, from Belk as well. All right, if you do online arbitrage. But yeah, you want to scan those. If you're not comfortable, get your wife, your girl to do it, whatever. And but that can make a lot of money. So now let's talk a little bit about clothing, because if you enter Ross stores, you're gonna see pretty fast that you're gonna be overwhelmed by the amount of clothes that you are gonna see. And so with clothing, you always want to prioritize the clearance, right? There's always going to be clearance, a little clearance section for men, for women, for kids clothing as well. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry once again. It's getting so cold here. I need to go back to Miami as soon as possible because it's getting way too cold, way too cold. So what I was trying to say is that you want to focus on the clearance aisles, all right, whenever it comes to clothing. You can scan everything, but it's going to take you time, and to start being proficient, it's going to take you time. There's going to be a lot of new stuff, but if you do it a lot, you're going to be able to start skipping some clothing brand, and you're going to discover some clothing brands as well. And the thing is, it really depends on the period of the year. For example, for men, usually soccer jersey are good, sports jerseys are good. But then, it's a little bit tricky because you really there's really no tip that I can give you except you need to scan everything. Go to the aisle, get your head down and scan every single thing. And yeah, you're going to find some stuff sometimes. Same thing with kids. You just need to scan everything. All right. And stuff is going to change quite often. And oftentimes there's going to be a lot of stuff that you can just skip, but usually it's quite easy to actually scan everything. You take a nail and you scan everything back to back. It's going to take you 5 minutes to go for a whole rank, 5-10 minutes, and you just do a couple by store, and you should be okay. All right, but focus first on the clearance. You can make a lot of money with clothing. But yeah, it's going to be the one of the most tricky one. You just need to scan everything to start building your eyes, to start building experience, and actually be able to make money from those categories. But there are great categories nonetheless, all right? But focus first on clearance because this is where there's going to be the biggest density of profitable products, and then focus on the rest. women active pants, usually women yoga pants, stuff like that. It used to be super profitable, like brands like RBX, Yogalicious, and I think that now Yogalicious they sell themselves on Amazon. RBX, Yogalicious, and brands like this that you're gonna figure out if you scan them. But those used to be good at some time of the year, not all the time. Sometimes we have Nike yoga pants, Nike leggings. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. For men's, as I said, soccer. I'm really trying to think about the stuff that is going to be the most profitable. So for men's, it's going to be soccer jersey, sport jersey. For women, go to the active pants section and check yoga pants, leggings, all that stuff. For kids swim shorts are good. They have low returns and like you can get a lot of early HURLEY swim shorts, and they are usually profitable. So that's men, that's kids, that's women, and yeah, like look at the socks as well. There's the socks section that you can scan. Kids socks are usually better, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it. I gave you a lot of games on how to source Rust. You have no excuse. Go hit stores, build a map of all the stores in your area, hit them one by one. If you need to take a whole week, do it. And there's no way, if you hit all the stores in your area, you take 1 week to do it. You do not need to do them to do them all the same day. Even if you need to do after your job, after you finish your 9 to 5, if you do it from 7 to 9. After you eat a little bit, you just need to do it. All right, you just need to do it. You're gonna start building, like even if you do it for 2 hours every single day, you just need to start building that knowledge. And yeah, just hit 1 or 2 stores a night and see how it goes. You do not need to do all the categories, but like as I said, start with toys, beauty, grocery, man underwear because they're fast. Sports accessory, water bottle, you'll be good. All right, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, leave a like, do all that stuff, because I really put you on game in this video. I basically shared everything that I know about Rust and how I actually used Rust to reach $20,000 a month when I was doing Retail Arbitrage. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. Thank you for watching.